Pizza Boy rings the doorbell, but the man who opens it is his lost father. A tall, handsome black man with long, flowing hair stood at a golden front door, pizza box in hand. The man who opened it froze, eyes wide. It wasn't just a delivery. This was the son he lost 20 years ago, but what happened next, nobody could have predicted. Stay tuned till the end, and don't forget to like and subscribe for more unbelievable true life stories. The rain poured heavily over the city that night. Marcus, a tall, handsome black man with long hair tied in a neat ponytail, rode his motorbike through the slippery streets. He worked as a pizza delivery guy, but anyone who saw him could swear he looked like an action movie hero. Strong jawline, sharp eyes, and a posture full of pride. Marcus didn't look like someone struggling to make ends meet. But behind that heroic appearance was a man who had faced hardships since childhood. He stopped in front of a mansion with shining golden gates. The place looked like it belonged to royalty. Marble pillars, expensive cars parked outside, and a fountain that glittered under the rain. Marcus looked at the order slip. This was his last delivery for the night. Carrying the pizza box, he walked confidently to the huge front door and pressed the doorbell. He had no idea that in just a few seconds, his whole life would change. The war. Door slowly opened. A tall, well-dressed man in his 50s appeared. His suit looked like it cost more than Marcus's monthly salary. His eyes were sharp, until they widened. The moment he saw Marcus, he froze. Marcus blinked. Something about the man's face felt oddly familiar, like a memory from long ago. His heartbeat quickened. The man's hand trembled as he took the pizza box. Then, without warning, the man whispered in a broken voice, "Marcus, is it really you?" Marcus stepped back, confused. Do I know you?" The man's eyes glistened with tears. "I'm your father." The words hit Marcus like a bolt of lightning. He felt dizzy. His father. But Marcus's father had left when he was only 4 years old and never came back. Or at least, that's what his mother had told him. Marcus stood in the rain, unable to move. His memories flashed. His mother crying at night, the stories she told of a man who abandoned them. He had grown up angry, thinking his father never cared. The businessman's voice cracked. "I didn't leave you, son. You were taken from me." Marcus frowned. "Taken? What are you talking about?" The man stepped aside and invited him in. Inside the mansion, the warmth felt strange compared to the cold rain outside. The businessman, whose name was Richard, explained the truth. Years ago, Richard and Marcus's mother had a bitter breakup. But before Richard could fight for custody, Marcus's mother left town without telling him where. He had searched for years, hiring detectives, putting ads in newspapers, but he never found them. Marcus's mind swirled. Could his mother have lied all these years? Marcus clenched his fists. Part of him wanted to storm out. He didn't want to believe a man he'd hated for decades could be innocent. But another part of him, deep inside, wanted to know the truth. "Why didn't you find me sooner?" Marcus demanded. "I tried, son," Richard said, his voice breaking. "I never stopped looking. When I opened the door tonight and saw you, I thought my heart would stop. You look just like your mother when she was young, and me when I was your age." Marcus sat silently, his wet hair dripping on the expensive carpet. The truth was heavy, and trust was harder. Richard reached into a drawer and pulled out a box. Inside were dozens of photographs, baby pictures of Marcus, old birthday cards, and even a tiny blue jacket. "I kept these," Richard whispered. "I hoped one day I could give them to you." Tears welled up in Marcus's eyes. For the first time, he saw not a stranger, but a father who had suffered his own loss. They talked for hours that night, about the past, about Marcus's life, about the years they had lost. Marcus learned that Richard wasn't just a businessman, he owned several restaurants across the city. As the clock struck midnight, Richard looked at him with a hopeful smile. "I can't change the past, son, but I can be here for your future. Will you let me?" Marcus took a deep breath. He didn't have all the answers yet. The wound of lost years couldn't heal overnight, but for the first time in his life, he didn't feel like an abandoned child. He felt like someone had found him. He nodded slowly. "All right, Dad." Richard's eyes filled with tears again. "Welcome home, Marcus." And in that golden mansion, a pizza delivery turned into a reunion that neither man would ever forget. Sometimes, the people we think are gone forever are just one doorbell away. If this story touched your heart, hit that like button, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs hope today.